So I know I talked about why a abusive person sometimes linger around in a relationship, but I did not address why a survivor of this person's behavior, why they may stay. And so just like it's very numerous reasons why an abusive person hangs around, there's also reasons why a person who is experiencing this and they're on the receiving end of it, why they stay as well. Many reasons, but I do want to target one in particular that I see commonly. And that is, when you really get down into, talking to people, you kind of find out that they have a lot of doubt about their feelings and the way that they think. And then you kind of go backwards a little bit more and you find out that before they even got into the relationship with this person, or sometimes it's multiple relationships they've experienced this, you find out that there's a pattern. And many times people don't, they just connect their bad experience only to the other person that's doing it. But oftentimes they don't think about what has led their thinking and feelings to be developed the way that it has, to even kind of be in a situation like that where they are kind of accepting it. Well, one of the critical things that I notice is it's the way that people throughout even childhood have been thinking, or how they perceive themselves. So, to give you an example, some children, or adults now, but when they were children, they received a message from people in their life, adults, sometimes even peers, that what they thought and what they felt was not important. And it got suppressed, it got pushed down. They were ignored, they were picked on, even by adults, when they had certain thoughts or feelings. And so, what they learned to do was withhold them and even really interpret themselves as being different than the rest of the world, and so that they just started to have self doubt about what they thought and what they felt. So, fast forward, become adults, get into relationships, and unfortunately ends up with a manipulative or abusive person. Well, you take that same child that, like I said, grows up, and they end up questioning internally the things that they see that they know is bad and toxic, but they're going through all of this self doubt. In other words, how I talked about before, a lot of people judge people for staying in relationships and wondering why they stay when it's so obvious. These are the types of things that's going on internally that kind of makes them linger, because they're having a lot of second doubt about, I know what I'm feeling, I know what I'm seeing, but am I seeing it right? And they don't have that confidence to have decision making. And because their feelings a lot of times was suppressed, so maybe they had to yield a lot. Let's say they were an older sibling and the parent made this child yield a lot to the younger sibling. No matter what they felt, they had to learn to always suppress what they felt for somebody else all the time. I've had clients that tell me they had maybe a sickly sibling when they were growing up. And so, therefore, their needs got put on the back burner. So they got this picture in their mind, whether they realize it or not, that they are just not that important and what they feel doesn't matter. And you just kind of go along with it. And so I just want to bring that to the attention, to who's listening to this, that there's many reasons, once again, that people stay, but a lot of times it definitely has to do with a lot of internal things and a battle that's going on within. So my message that I want to send is this: you do not allow someone to tell you what you are feeling. Your feelings are yours. Now, we're not supposed to necessarily live by or take action on all of our feelings, but if you feel something, it's your feelings and they are important and they're valid and it needs to be addressed. So I just want to just kind of bring some light to that there's just layers to this. And I want people to understand, if you've had that internal battle, it might be beneficial for you just to kind of look back and reflect, because I often ask people, when they're having certain patterns of thoughts or feelings, where did this come from? Where did this belief system come from that you have, that you're not important, your feelings don't matter, or that you cannot think for yourself? Anyway, until the next time, I hope this helps someone. Please take care of yourself.